What's up, everyone? Randy and Heather back again from Beard Booze with another episode. Today we're going to talk about the different stages of beard growth, but from the wife's point of view. I think it'll be a little more interesting. We're going to start with weeks 1 to 4.
So weeks 1 to 4 is kind of the scruff stage where you're just letting it grow, didn't shave, whatever, and then by the time you hit week 3 or 4, you have to make that big decision. Do I want to keep growing it to see what my full beard potential can be, or should I just go ahead and shave it type thing? I like the scruff stage, so that stage was pretty easy for me, I feel like, but I think you get a lot of people towards the latter half of that stage that are asking when are you going to shave, thinking that you had forgotten to shave or something like that.
So you think it looks more so that I forgot to shave than I'm growing a beard?
For the first half of it, yes, absolutely.
When do you think they start to realize, oh, he might be growing a beard, he hasn't just forgotten to shave?
I think that might be in the next stage, like month 1 to 3 type thing.
So moving on to the next stage, months 1 to 3.
That's kind of the awkward stage, I feel like. That's probably the hardest for most men. Really just letting your beard grow, not touching it, not trimming it here, shaving it up under your neck or something to mess it up. Like that point you just have to let it grow, and I think that's the hardest part. And also you will get some patchy spots or thin spots where the hair isn't as strong or as full as some other areas, and you start to really question whether you should keep growing it or not.
Do people make a lot of negative comments during this
Yes,
stage?
very much so. When are you going to shave? I always get the question, when are you going to make him shave? Is he going to shave? He needs to shave type thing. It's really frustrating and aggravating from my point of view, and I'm sure from yours as well. 1, I'm never going to make you shave. If you want to grow a beard, you can grow a beard. 2, why do they really care? It's not affecting them at all. And then 3, it's a lot of negativity to you, because those are the months where you're really starting to question whether you should grow a beard or not. And the constant questions and comments about shaving is very disheartening, I would assume.
That's a very good point. It definitely does make it hard. It is probably the toughest time, and all the negative comments definitely make you second guess, well, does it look bad, or should I shave
Right.
it? Can I grow a nice beard? And it's really important to push through. And as a wife, what do you think, how do you go about being supportive and encouraging? What are the best ways, or is it even important to be?
Yes, very important to be. I think you just have to reassure them that it's looking good. You just got to give it time to really fill in and grow, and just support them, and tell them that it's really how you feel, and I know you want me to like it as well, but it's mainly about how you feel and not everybody else's comments that matter.
But I could only imagine if at this stage, it's already a tough stage, you're getting a lot of negative comments from other people, but then if your wife wasn't supportive or your
Right.
wife didn't like it, then
Exactly.
I feel like it would be very hard to keep pushing through.
Right, yeah, so you definitely have to be supportive.
All right, so moving on to months 3 to 6.
3 to 6, those are a little tough months too, because at that point the beard it's filling in. 3 is starting for month 3 it's starting to look really good and full, and the shape's coming in, and then as it keeps growing towards the 6-month mark, then you start to have more bad beard days, I should say. It's not doing what you want it to do. You haven't figured out exactly how to style it, how you
Right.
like it.
I think at that stage it's really starting to leave the face, so it's starting to do different things, and it's hard to control it and get it the way you want it to look.
And it hasn't reached the length to hold itself down.
Exactly, it hasn't gotten long enough to where it weighs it down and kind of straightens it down. It's curly, it's frizzy, and
Right.
I think the frustration comes in, we can't get it to look the way that we want it to or think it should look.
Right. And I always thought it looked good, but I always got the questions it doesn't look good today. Well, it looked the same to me as it did yesterday.
Yeah.
But
Are you still getting those negative comments from other people at this stage?
there's always going to be those few people that no matter how long you grow your beard, they're always going to think that you should shave, and I don't know what's with that. But I think at this stage, people finally start to realize, okay, he's not going to shave the beard. So, and then at that point, you start getting comments. I hear people give you comments, wow, your beard's looking good, it's really getting long, and that type of thing.
Right. And is it important to still be supportive at this stage?
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me just say you should always be supportive. But absolutely, because at this stage, like you said, you're having trouble getting it to style the way you want it to, so you have to be supportive in the fact that it looks good. You just got to keep letting it grow so the weight of itself can hold it down.
How did it look from your point of view, my beard at this stage?
It looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the 3-month mark, it was really full, had starting to get the shape and getting longer, and it just keeps getting better.
So moving on, month 6 to 9.
6 to 9 is pretty uneventful. You pretty much at this point have gotten styling down, how you like it, what works best for your hair type, your beard type. And it's just, I get the questions from you. Is my beard still growing? Is it getting longer? And yes, it is getting longer, and I can tell, absolutely.
At this stage, it's hard to notice the growth because it's already pretty long. So when it grows a ½ inch, you're not really going to notice that. When it was on your face, when it grew a ½ inch, you're like, wow, that's
Right.
a lot of growth.
Yeah,
So I guess it is uneventful.
pretty uneventful.
Do the negative comments from other people kind of start to taper off?
Yeah, those people kind of just give up on it and don't say anything, and then you get more and more comments about how it looks, how they like it, it's getting long,
Mhm.
type thing.
So pretty uneventful. Moving on to probably even more uneventful, the 9 to 12 month mark, which I'm at
Yeah.
only 11. Still got one more month, but I don't suspect much to happen in the last month. But what's
Yeah,
your perspective?
pretty much the same, just getting longer. I noticed it getting longer, and that's pretty much it. Again, you have the styling down, so you can get it to look the way you want. So it's pretty uneventful as well.
It's pretty exciting that I'm about to
Right.
hit the year, though.
Yes.
So speaking of hitting the year, I'm gonna try for 2. I'm gonna go for 2, and I'm gonna get 2. But what do you think is gonna happen from the first year to the second year? You think there's gonna be much growth, or?
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to continue to grow. But as far as anything else happening with it, I think it's going to be pretty uneventful in that
Yeah.
aspect, just besides the fact that it's getting longer and longer.
Just growing it longer. There's no
Exactly.
more tough stages. It's all
I can't imagine there would be, no.
unless something bad happens to my beard during that time. That like an accident or like a candle burn.
Yeah, we can't be having that. That would be traumatic.
That
but
would be traumatic. But other than that, probably going to be pretty uneventful. Hope you liked our stages from Heather's point of view. I thought it was pretty interesting because we always kind of hear the man's point of view, but it's interesting to hear the wife's every now and then. Is there anything you want to add?
nope, that's it. Women, just be supportive. It's a struggle for them some days, but as long as you're there to support them, it'll get better.
Yep. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, always email us. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram. We're always there. Subscribe to our channel. There's going to be plenty more videos to come. Some like this, how-tos, educational, whatever y'all want to see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.